G'day guys, my name's Dave and welcome to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play Last Kiss by Pearl Jam, originally written by Wayne Cochran. So this is an awesome tune, really nice and simple chord progression, but beautiful vocal melody on top. So it just goes to show you what 4 chords can do. Now in this lesson, I'll teach you 3 different levels of playing this song, stepping up in complexity. For the basics, we'll just need our guitar and standard tuning with no capo. Now, if you want to master your chords back to front, then be sure to head over to guitarzerotohero.com to pick up my free guitar ebook. Or if you want to improve any guitar in general, then check out Guitar Zero to Hero Premium, which is my complete step-by-step guitar course. All right, let's jump into the lesson. Okay, so let's start off with the first chorus, which kicks the song off. Now, this one chord progression that you see here is used basically throughout the entire song. However, in different parts of the song, this first line of chords is played a different amount of times. Now, diving into the chord progression, we start off with a G chord, then we go to an E minor, then we move to a C chord. Now, from an E minor, you can just keep your middle finger where it is and then pivot around that point. Now, remember with the C chord, you don't want that open 6th string ring, so you can mute that by lightly touching that 6th string with your thumb. And then our final chord is a D. So that's our first line of chords. So now I'm going to teach you how to strum and play these chords, and I'm going to step it up in complexity. So let's start off with the easiest way of playing this chord progression. Now for the easiest method, we're just going to play a nice and easy down, down, up, up, down, up strumming pattern, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, up, down, up. And you're going to play that strumming pattern once for each chord. So the most simple way of playing this chord progression is like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now that line of chords is played through twice in this first chorus, and for the second line of chords we go back to this G chord for 1 bar. Now this final G varies each time we play it within the song. Sometimes it's played for a shorter strumming pattern, sometimes it's played a little longer, or sometimes it's just strummed once. So I'll just run through a couple of the variations for this final G chord. Now the first variation is used in that first chorus, and it just goes down, down, up, down, and then you mute the chord. Now, the second variation to this is just a down, down, up, mute, and then that's it. And then the final variation is where we just strum the chord and mute it afterwards. So those are the 3 variations that you'll find for that G chord in the second line of chords. But with all that in mind, this is what chorus 1 will sound like with the easiest way of strumming it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now let's move on to level 2 of making this chord progression sound a lot more dynamic and a lot more vibrant. Now our strumming pattern and our strumming direction is going to be identical, but the way we strum it is going to be a little different. So what we're going to do on this first down strum is focus on the root note or the bass note of our chords. So for the G chord, that just means the 6th string. It doesn't matter if you hit more than one of the strings. If you hit 2 or 3 of those thicker strings, that's okay, but we're just trying to focus on those bassier notes for that first down strum. Now on the second down strum on the 2 beat, we're going to really rake the pick across the strings. It's not going to be a quick strum like that. We're going to really brush that pick across those strings like that. And then the rest of the strumming pattern is as we played it earlier. And with all that in mind, the level 2 pattern will sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So notice for the 1 beat, we're going to just focus on the root note or the bass note, and for the 2 beat, we'll really glide that pick across those strings to get that lovely strummed sound. For the C chord, our root note will be the 5th string, and for the D chord, our root note will be that open 4th string. So if we do that for each of the chords, level 2 of playing this progression would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so now let's add one little extra layer of complexity to this chord progression, and that's on the D chord. We're going to add a little fill here. Now, you can choose when to add this in. I'm just going to use it at the start of the choruses, but you could use it every time you played the D if you wanted to. Now, with this D, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the same 2 down strums, so down, down, but then you'll put your pinky finger onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So this is a D sus4 now, and on the upstroke we're just going to focus on the 1st string, and you're going to pull off your pinky finger back to a D chord like that. Now with the pull off motion, you're pressing into the fretboard but also flicking your finger down. If you just lift your finger, you're not going to really get that 2nd note ringing out clearly, so that's why you need to flick down. And then we're going to lift our middle finger, hit the open 1st string, then hit the 2nd string, and at this point you can lift your index finger and we're going to hit the open 3rd string. So from the end beat after the 2, and 3 and 4 and all together 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and together with main chord progression, level 3 will sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 So that's everything you need to learn for this song. Now for the choruses, that first line of chords is played through twice. For verse number 1 and for the outro, that first line of chords is played through 4 times. And for verse number 2, that first line of chords is played through 5 times. If you want to see all of this in context, then continue watching to see the full playthrough. So now I'll be doing a full playthrough of the song, and I'll have a vocal track on top for some context. A big thanks to my friend Eric for lending his awesome vocals to this playthrough. Feel free to play this back as many times as you'd like to practice, play along to, and see how you go.
Oh, where can my baby be? The Lord took her away from me. She's gonna heaven, so I got to be good, so I can see my baby when I leave this world.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here, or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.